Are you a self-employed contractor in the construction industry? You might be owed a CIS tax refund from HMRC. The Construction Industry Scheme, or CIS, allows contractors to reclaim expenses against tax deductions made throughout the year. Some construction workers don't realize how much they're entitled to claim, potentially missing out on significant refunds. CIS is a system designed by HMRC to collect tax from subcontracted workers in construction. Contractors deduct tax directly from operatives' payments and pass it to HMRC. All subcontractors must register under the scheme and complete an annual CIS tax return. So what exactly is a CIS tax refund? A CIS tax refund is essentially HMRC returning the excess tax you've paid through your contractor during the previous tax year. Without CIS registration, contractors deduct 30% tax from your monthly pay. This often exceeds the amount of tax you actually need to pay. Enrolling in CIS reduces this automatic deduction to 20%, but you may still overpay tax after expenses are considered. What can you claim on your CIS tax return? Eligible expenses include business travel costs, tools and equipment, protective clothing, accommodation when working away from home, use of your home for business purposes, mobile phone bills, and professional fees like insurance and accountant charges. It's crucial to keep receipts and records for at least 6 years, as HMRC may ask for evidence to prove what you have spent. The amount of your CIS tax refund depends on several factors. These include your total income from all sources, the amount of tax you paid, your expenses, and your personal allowance. Your personal allowance is a tax-free amount you can earn, automatically applied when you complete your tax return. Both this allowance and your tax-deductible expenses significantly influence your potential refund. To get your CIS tax refund, you'll need to provide information on all your income and outgoings when completing your tax return. This includes your income and expenses from self-employment, P60 or P45 figures if you've been employed, and details of any property or investment income. HMRC will only process your refund after receiving and processing your self-assessment tax return. You can track the status of your return in your HMRC online account, and refunds are typically paid via BACS to the bank details provided on your return. It's important to understand whether you're in the PAYE or CIS system, or both. While both may involve tax being deducted before you receive your pay, CIS is unique to the construction industry. Check your payslip carefully. If it shows a 20% deduction and mentions CIS statement, you're likely under the construction industry scheme. If you think you might be owed a CIS tax refund, ensure you're properly registered for the scheme. For those with an existing self-assessment UTR number, you can register for CIS online via your HMRC tax account by providing personal and business details. If you don't have a self-assessment record, you can set one up online via www.gov and select the Working as a Subcontractor option. By understanding and navigating the CIS system effectively, you can ensure you're not missing out on tax refunds you're entitled to and keep your tax affairs compliant with HMRC's regulations. You can find out more about tax rebates, and use free tax calculators at www.taxrebateservices.co.uk. The content used in this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute advice. We recommend that you do your own research on each subject and take advice from HMRC or a professional tax advisor.